Internet Sports Tuesday, and our first guest, Sportsline USA, will break some news on our program. Still to come, time to keep score on Internet Sports Tuesday. In 10 minutes, the CEO of Sportsline USA is going to tell us about some news. Next, another internet sports company going to break some news. We'll meet the CEO of Sportsline USA, hear what he has to say when CNBC SquawkBox continues.
Sportsline USA trades on the NASDAQ under the ticker SPLN. This company operates the cbs.sportsline.com website, which provides real-time sports news. The stock trades in a 52-week range of 6 3/8 to 59 1/4.
Sportsline USA is hoping to score some points with investors today. Internet-based sports media company publishes the popular cbs.sportsline.com website. More than 400,000 pages of sports info, entertainment, merchandise. This morning, Sportsline says it is teaming up with some big names in the business to offer cyber services overseas. Ahead of the news, shares closed at 30. 52-week range is 6 to 59, so it's just about in the middle. Joining us now with some breaking news on his company is Michael Levy. He's president and CEO at Sportsline. Mr. Levy, thanks very much for being with us.
Yeah, it's great to be here.
What's the news?
Well, we've just formed a major European subsidiary to be based in London with investment partners Reuters, Intel, and Media One. We intend to very quickly build the biggest sports service in Europe. We think Europe will experience explosive growth on the internet. We intend to be there first and build an unassailable position.
You're not a stranger to Europe to begin with, are you?
No, we've got actually the two most popular websites in England right now with Cricinfo and SoccerNet. Mm-hmm. And those routinely generate 500,000 page views a day each. And on big cricket days, we could do 3-4 million page views on cricket alone. And actually this weekend, the Cricket World Cup starts. And we expect that event actually to rival the NCAA basketball tournament in terms of traffic for us and revenue generation.
Gee, cricket is so exciting for you. But, hey, the Brits like it, and that's what counts. Let me ask you this. What if you've got SoccerNet, you've got CricNet, what does this new venture do? Is it a roll-up, a consolidation, or what?
What it really allows us to do is to put people over in Europe and to put servers in place and to locate editorial bureaus in each of the major countries. And we intend to put together broadcasting partnerships like we have with CBS in the United States in every one of the major countries in Europe, so that, for example, if you were watching Formula One on TV in Germany, our goal would be to have that network promoting Sportsline Germany.
I've never understood this. Who is your audience? Who clicks on? I'll be watching a game, for example, a football game, and they'll tell me I can get more information on such-and-such.com. But in order to do that, that means I'm going to stop watching the game. So,
well, actually, no. It turns out that on Sundays, while the NFL games are going on, almost everybody on our site is watching a game at the same time. They're keeping track of the action on TV, but they're checking drive charts, updated statistics, how their fantasy team is doing against other teams in their league. They're chatting with other people watching the same game, and they're tracking other games in progress.
Wow. So it's not couch potato time anymore.
No, that's right. And in the future, when there's real convergence between television and the internet, we think sports will be the biggest beneficiary of that.
Oh, this is going to be too exhausting for me. But where do your revenues come from?
We generate revenues from three primary sources: from advertising, which makes up the majority of our revenue, but we have strong revenue sources in e-commerce and in subscription services. In fact, this past quarter, we generated a little bit over $11 million in revenue, slightly over 50% from advertising and about 20% from e-commerce, which is a growing sector for us.
And how successful have you been at getting people to pay for subscriptions?
Well, we generated, last year for the year we had subscription revenues of slightly over $5 million and about 60,000 paying members. We had about 70,000 people playing our fantasy leagues, which are pay services as well. Now for the cricket World Cup, getting back to that, we have a fantasy league for that, and we've already sold 20,000 packages.
Now in the e-commerce sphere, where does the revenue, what sort of revenue are we talking about? A piece of the transaction or some kind of fee or what?
Well, we're actually the retailer. We take the order and the credit card number, and a distributor that we work with in any given category will ship the product and do the fulfillment.
I see.
About 50% of our e-commerce is golf-related, and the reason for that is that unlike most spectator sports, whoever watches golf plays golf, so it's a great opportunity to sell clubs and other merchandise. And most of the rest is in licensed product, where someone might watch the Super Bowl. As soon as it's over, they come to our site and buy Denver Broncos Super Bowl merchandise.
I see. All right. Mr. Levy, thanks a lot. Appreciate it, and best of luck with the new Sportsline Europe.
Okay, thank you.
Michael Levy, President and CEO, Sportsline USA, joined us from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.